We are live. Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew Can, and if I can, you can too. Today's live stream is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be raising money for the people of Ukraine. If you're unaware of the Ukraine crisis right now, I will have links in the description down below that can help you become informed. I just wanted to say that I wanted to do my part in helping the people of Ukraine, and one way I know how to do is by live streaming. So I'm very grateful to be here with all of you today and help raising money for the people of Ukraine. I stand with Ukraine. I want to make that very clear. I want to just do what I can personally as well. So the way this is going to work today is if you donate, you will get a channel review. Let me know what you want to know about your channel. I'll take a look at that. Any donation will get a review. I will have a queue and I will be doing this for as long as it takes to get through all the channels. So to start, I want to donate myself. So I am going to put a donation of $100. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to be supporting as well. So I'm going to donate right now to the people of Ukraine. You should see that in the chat. Donation. Thank you. I just got it. So yes. So far, we've raised 100. I see a super chat from Marcus Schwab, donated 50 to Nova Ukraine. So thank you so much. So with that, I'm going to add your channel to the queue and we are going to get started. So hello, everyone, says it's Boss Lady Jones. Welcome to have you here. 30 days review. I see that you have donated to the people of Ukraine. Thank you, everyone, for joining and donating. So I'm going to start with the first person who donated yesterday, actually. So Anna Michelle. Then I'm going to make my way to Marcus Schwab, and then 30-day reviews. Always good to see you. So why don't we go ahead and start by adding people to the queue? And I just wanted to say thank you, everyone who is here, who is watching. And I hope you guys are in for a lot of fun. I know that the tone is a little bit more serious, but it's going to be just as much fun. Good day, sir. Good to see you. Hello, Anna Michelle. You are the first person in our queue because you donated yesterday. So I'm just making sure to add everyone to the queue. This looks to be Marcus. Yes, it is. So I'm going to go ahead and add him as well. In 30 days, I know this channel very well. Owen Salisbury, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for donating $10 to the people of Ukraine. It really does mean a lot. So I have so far 30 days and Owen as well in the queue, just making sure that that is all getting situated and handled. As we go along, I'm going to ask Ike, who shout outs to Ike for being here. You are an amazing person for helping, and also Ike helps run the community we have at Discord. But today we are focusing on making sure we're giving to the people of Ukraine, making sure we are doing our part to help. And so I'm just excited to be here talking to all of you. Now, I am going to go in depth. I hope you guys have. I do notice your new logo, 30 days. It might be new to me. It's been a bit since I've checked out your channel, but I like how it's 30-day reviews. I like the color palette. So with that, let us get started. I am going to share my screen and we are going to start and have some fun. So here we go. Going to put that, swap that. And there we are. So I'm going to be zooming in a little bit. So Anna Michelle, Anna donated before. So I'm really excited to take a look at your channel. So first and foremost, I see Anna Michelle, Christian content creator, growing together on YouTube. I love this call to action. I love how you're front and center. I will say, and this is just me personally, the white on this blurred background kind of blends in. So I'd be very careful when it comes to that. I can read it, but I'm curious on mobile when it gets a little bit smaller, how people are going to interpret that. Now, because I know you're talking about growing together on YouTube, I can see in your channel keywords, you have Anna Michelle, how to grow as a small YouTuber, growing on YouTube, tips for new YouTubers. I almost would like something like that, like tips for new YouTubers every week or something like that, just again to give a little bit of an audience expectation. I do see that you are here listening, Anna Michelle. Happy to have you here. These are just some tips as we go along and go through. So I really like that. Good to see. So I love that your first video is replying to scammer YouTube channel promoters. So you're having a little bit of fun, but keep in mind, this is a lot of people's first introduction to you. So I always am cautious. I mean, I actually think it could work really well, but always be aware that some people may not know, how that is going. So just wanted to make that clear. I just wanted to say thank you so much to It's Boss Lady Jones for donating $15 and Ike as well, $20 to the efforts of Ukraine. We have raised so far, it was at 92 when we started the stream. We're at 300. If my math is correct, we've raised $208. Oh, we are on Screenception. Sorry about that. I'll figure out how to get that a little bit better. But yes, we are in Screenception. So as you can see, I'm going to need to pull up more people, but all is to say, thank you all for donating. Now, I am also on dark mode, and that is something I keep in mind as well. One thing I'd be very cautious of is the first thing I'm on your channel. I'm here to learn about you. You're telling me to go to other channels and you're taking away from the channel I'm on. I know you own them all, but you have to understand, if this is my first time understanding your channel, I don't even know what content I'm going to get really. And then you're already like, well, don't forget to subscribe here and here. So I always keep in mind that this is someone's first place and things like that. And 30-day reviews, everything through the YouTube donation program is verified through YouTube. So I appreciate this comment. So YouTube, when I was reading up on the program through giving, they have to verify all of those. So that is one of the things I did through YouTube. So yeah. And I also noticed that the place that what they were donating to, a lot of other major brands and companies that I support and understand were donating to the same fundraiser. This is just the person who's donating through this fundraiser. So hopefully that helps on where the money is going. Hello, JB. Good to see you here as well. Says, hey, brother. Yes, this is all through YouTube donating because I am a large enough channel. I just feel this is important. I want to make sure that if anyone is curious where your money is going, this is going through the giving program on YouTube. YouTube independently handles all the fees and stuff like that to make sure that the funds go there. They also make sure anyone that is listed that they check. There's more information in the about. So yes, this is through YouTube's giving platform, making sure the money goes where it needs to go. I do appreciate that question. I'm sure others may have had the same. Now, going back to your channel, Anna, I always am cautious when you lead people off platform because, again, you never want to make it feel like they have homework. So, okay, I want to get to know you. Well, first I have to subscribe to these other two channels, but then you want me to meet your mentors, and okay, that's cool. So I'm gonna click and watch the mentors now, and then oh wow, I'm watching this channel, and where did I start? So again, always think. I appreciate that you were shouting out to the people that have helped you and the people that are there, but I actually would change it for my beginner YouTubes to be the first thing that is there. Again, this is your storefront, your Netflix, your individual YouTube channel. So I always make sure that whenever I have someone for the first time checking out a channel, that they know where to go and what to expect. So I just want to make sure that is clear. Now, another thing I'm noticing is that when it comes to like your stuff, you have, for my YouTube beginners, for my fellow small creators, you have your name. I would say instead of little ones, I'd really focus back to hello YouTube beginners. This playlist is specifically for my brand new YouTube babies. You can keep the YouTube babies there. I think that fits well, but you always want to make sure that you are going through and matching what you're promising. I think that these are really good starts. And I would also make sure that some of this, which is down here, I almost want up here because it is such good information. You have to remember, it is your storefront. When you're putting people somewhere else that isn't your channel, that can always be a detriment to you. And I want to make sure you're getting the most value of people who are watching. And because you're helping other YouTubers through what you've done and how you're learning, I think that's an important thing. I would actually say new to my channel, Anna Michelle, get started here. And maybe it is a highlight, videos that you feel that are performing really well, that fit to your style, your personality. And I think that could go very well. And I actually want to take a look at what videos have performed historically for you so you can kind of understand, right? Now, obviously, when it comes to this one, your most popular video is I tried S for S. That is against YouTube's terms of service. I absolutely do not support subs for sub. Be very careful with that video. You are basically admitting to YouTube that you are broken their terms of service in video format. This goes to anyone watching. Be very careful. That is against terms of service. Sub for sub, it will get numbers up, but it is not worth it, and I do not support it. Just want to be very careful there. I do notice that you're experimenting a lot with shorts. I also want to make sure that, you're keeping that to your focus. So I would also say I love seeing that you're experimenting, you're trying things, but always make sure you keep that focus on your values, which is what based on your banner is, Christian content creator and growing on YouTube. I think that what I'm seeing here, at least from these short little moments, definitely describes and matches that. So with that, I'm going to take a look at your playlists. And again, I think, for my YouTube beginners, I think quick clips, making money, the growing slowly series. I'd actually, when it comes to playlists, I'd actually kind of try to target what people are trying to do. So I like how, you're calling it the growing slowly, which is, one of the ways you can target it, but I'd also be very careful in thinking about what are other ways people might search for this or other ways that YouTube could suggest it, because YouTube will suggest playlists. So those are just some things there. Want to see if you're using community tab, which I do know you have used. I'm going to go ahead and give this a like. Thank you so much for sharing this. And if anyone was wondering, they did give $1. So thank you so much, Anna or Anna. I'm never sure. But I think, I like how you have your milestones. One thing you could actually do is look at Mercury's channel banner thing they do. If Ike, you could throw a link into Mercury. Basically, they have this thing where it has an interactive channel banner that moves along with your subscriber goals. Really cool. So shout outs to them. Overall, I usually give a grade, but today I'm just going to say what I think I would improve on, which I think is going to be a little bit more helpful. I'd make sure that, again, you lead with those playlists. And remember, as I'm reviewing, you can make these changes. I would lead with these playlists above. I'd maybe put shorts below, depending on how much you want to put the emphasis on shorts. Of course, you'll know your channel better than I. But I'm looking at desktop. I'd probably put your beginner YouTube series and small YouTube series up first, and even making money, maybe break it up. I think that could go really well. So all in all, I think you're doing a great job. And so what I would improve is moving those up and, just take a look at your banner, maybe moving it up slightly and having that subscribe goal through Mercury or whatever you want to do. I think that can go very well for you. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for helping us raise money and supporting the people of Ukraine. It really does mean a lot. And so I am going to add more people to the queue. Next up, we have Marcus Schwab. So thank you so much. We have raised the 410, meaning 308 of that comes from us here. Thank you so much for donating. I'm really excited. I see that the next person I need to add to our queue is It's Boss Lady Jones. Recognize your name from a lot of locations. Thank you so much for joining us here. I'm really excited to have you and just really excited that we get this opportunity to do this. Ike, I know you are also in the queue technically. Do you want to be reviewed? I always want to ask before, that I just go ahead and I'm like, yeah, let's go for it. So just want to make sure that, I'm not sitting here. And for you, JB, which channel would you like? I know you have multiple. Do you have a specific channel you would like me to take a look at? Do you want the channel that you have donated through? Just wanted to make sure. And so with that, just wanted to ask. I also see that Betty, thank you so much for donating. It's great to see you here once again. Always appreciate seeing familiar faces. And thank you, Dimmy, for being in the chat. Love seeing what we're able to do. We've raised $308 in total for Ukraine. And I really think that's incredible. I mean, people are always like, what can I do to help? Use the platforms you have. With that, I'm going to be using the platform I have to take a look at the next YouTube channel, what you guys are here for. Okay, that's 30-day review says it's like $1 billion Russian dollars. I mean, with how the stock market is going, you were not wrong. I see this from Ike. Ike's alternative, you can just go to it through my main. Of course. Okay. I will add you, Ike. So just wanted to make sure I got that through you. So now let's take a look at the next channel we have. So we have Marcus Schwab. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm assuming that this is a silhouette of you. I love how I know live Thursday, 1 p.m. PST. I feel like the couch is inviting me to sit down and listen. Perhaps I think that's what we were going for. So I at least know it's live. I don't know per se what we're live about. And I also noticed there are no channel keywords. This is just there to help YouTube understand if they're trying to recommend your channel, what they can do to help it do better. So I would say very much so. Be careful when you are, you know, setting up your channel that you do take that time to create those channel keywords. That way you can help YouTube identify what you would like to be. Obviously, YouTube is smart enough to know, but anything we can give YouTube to help it, especially from the get-go, is good. So the first thing we see, we have a channel trailer, live live that streaming life, official music video. So I'm noticing that this doesn't have a description. This is a great opportunity for you to have a little bit more about yourself, especially in this video. This helps YouTube in terms of SEO, which helps it maybe show up in search. It can also, depending on how you target it, could show up in suggested and browse. So a lot of people think SEO only helps them in search. It actually can help in other places because when people search on YouTube, YouTube will know what they're looking for. Again, YouTube's trying to match people's interests. And ideally, YouTube can find out by suggesting your video that, hey, not only does this match people's interest, it does really well when we suggest it. So again, making sure you're setting yourself up so when it comes time for YouTube to do these things, and you can see them doing this if you go to your YouTube analytics and you look at impressions, when it comes time for these things, you can see what YouTube is doing. So the first thing I see, I'm assuming this is a curated playlist. I would love a description here just so as a new viewer I can understand. I always use Netflix, Hulu, all the streaming services because all their playlists, even for like established shows, have descriptions because there's always going to be someone who doesn't know what they're about to watch. So I always say make sure that when you're doing that, you have that. Next I see is uploads, and that kind of is it for the channel. So one thing I would do, I would actually make a playlist, say Marcus Schwab's recent live streams or recent interviews, however you want to handle this. Or maybe you do one that's recent and one that's your favorites. And those don't have to be the same. Your recents can just be the most recent upload, and your favorites could be maybe your most popular, the ones that you felt didn't get enough, visibility. And the reason I say that is if people become fans of you, which is the ultimate goal, you want to make sure that they have an easy way to get started, see what you enjoy creating. So I always just recommend those simple playlists that you can handle. I also want to see, interview wise, what is doing well. So I always say go to your most popular. And it seems like, live that streaming life, the official music video is doing really well. So maybe, since this looks like a group project based on the thumbnail, maybe what you could do is have a playlist with everyone featured in it at the end, as well as a card, so that you could send them to more content right after that initial hook video. I think that would be amazing. I think it does a great job in getting people's interest when it comes to doing stuff like that. So I think there's a really good job in terms of like a channel trailer, and obviously it's your most popular. I also see that you're having custom thumbnails. I'd be curious to see how they're doing in terms of suggestions and things like that. Hello, Chantel. Great to see you here. Chantel was on our last live together. So really great to see you here as well, helping raising money for the Ukraine. So yeah, I really like the thumbnail style. I would, check how they're getting impressions, check how they're performing. And I do think, based on these titles I'm seeing, maybe there's some ways you can make them more enticing. Obviously, you'll know with your analytics more than me. And obviously, you want to see some themes that are kind of doing very well. I'm seeing improv, I'm seeing storytelling, I'm seeing music. All of those are around creation. So I really think that maybe you could just have someone talking like that. And I think that's really cool. Playlists, we see those two playlists. I'd recommend maybe making some more for people who aren't familiar. And again, I've seen playlists from Paul Peck, friend of the channels, get suggested out. I've seen mixes from YouTube because, people have given YouTube a lot of information. So, I see that you have your subscriptions here. I see that you work with a lot of people. So this is the place where we talk live streams and content creators. It's all about the community. So come and be a part of it. I love your description. I almost want to see it a little bit more on, just the channel in general, because I don't know if on the playlist right now and the front page, even with, I definitely get it from the trailer. I will give you that. I actually really want to watch this trailer. Can I add the watch late? Okay, YouTube, that's something you need to do. Well, you know what? That's something we can do later. But I want to watch this later because I recognize a lot of those faces. So just want to make sure. But yes, what I'd recommend is I want to see more invites to people, right? So make those playlists of your favorites. And then, from your channel trailer here, and I'll actually click through to it, go ahead and give it a like so I can check it out later. And so when I look through, there's no info cards, not that I can see. You do have an end screen, and I hope it is okay. So the end screen isn't a playlist, but I'd recommend it's like check out everyone featured. And if you don't have everyone featured yet, that's fine. But again, it's just a simple way that you can give back, get people into more of your content because everyone featured in your video can then be, easily added. So I think that'd be a really great idea. Just some easy changes you can make. First, thank you so much for joining us here today, checking it out and donating to the people of Ukraine. It really means a lot to me, and I'm so grateful that we're able as a community here. If you're unaware, me and Ike's community is called the Can Do Creator Community, so we do appreciate it. So thank you so much for donating, and thank you for both you and Anna or Anna. Still not sure. Some people, I should watch a little more content, for giving me the opportunity to take a look at the content you guys are doing. So with that, I want to make sure I haven't missed any donations. It appears not. So just want to make sure. And then next we have friend of the channel, Owen. Or do we have 30 days? 30 days, then Owen. Just making sure I have the order correct. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to take my advice that I give to Nick Niman and drink some water. Betty, I do see your donation. You have been added to my queue here. So thank you so much for donating. Thank you, everyone who has. And even if you don't have the ability to donate, I do appreciate you watching. If you could share this out, tag people who you think would be interested in getting their channel looked at, helping out an amazing cause. We've raised 412. And again, we started at 92. That would lead me to believe that that's what, 318, something like that. That's incredible. I can't believe the generosity of everyone watching. I see Ike has dropped our Discord server. If you want to see, and get to talk to more people here, if you're enjoying yourself, that is an absolutely amazing opportunity. Longtime friend of the channel, Kate's Adventures. Great to see you, Kate. Haven't seen you in a while, but I missed you. VidCon friends, if you checked out that series. But we want to continue moving forward, and that's what I always recommend doing. So how are we going to do this? We are going to take a look at my good old pal 30-day reviews. Ooh, well, I guess we're full screen for this. We can go full screen. I think it might be a little bit easier to check out. So 30-day reviews. Men's grooming and lifestyle. Sunday uploads, 30-day reviews. Couldn't be simpler. I love how you are very well crafted. Also, I love the rollers. This has been a bit since I've seen it. I also like the new logos, although I am a sucker for simple black and red. El Jefe, thank you so much. It says no need for a review. Just want to support. I will say though, El Jefe, congratulations on 75,000 subscribers. If you are looking for anything audio listening wise, El Jefe is a great person to, well, I don't know how else to say it, but listen to. But El Jefe, thank you so much. It does mean a lot. And I know, you donated 50. That means a lot, not only to me, but the people of Ukraine. El Jefe is a great person to be following and watching if you're not already. There's a lot of great people in the community, and I'm so happy I get to speak with them. El Jefe in the house says 30-day reviews. How are you doing? No, thank you, man. You make great content. Seriously, I appreciate it. But back to the mission at hand. Cannot get too distracted. I'm sure 30-day reviews knows this all too well. 30-day reviews has amazing, channel keywords. Curious if the reasoning for no channel trailer. Obviously, 30-day reviews, you can let me know your reasoning. Mustache wax reviews, we get what we are promised right from the, get-go. Men's grooming. Beard balm reviews. We're getting that men's grooming right away. We get beard oils, so we start with the mustache, beard balm, beard oils, shave kit reviews. I almost wonder, and this goes to you, 30-day reviews, I actually think you have one of the most amazing mustaches on YouTube. If you're not using it as a tagline, you absolutely should. This is also a great example of popular men's grooming product reviews. This can be shown in YouTube when people are looking at top product lists, and of course shorts. Last but not least, at the bottom. I think that's really a great. I'm curious if you've thought of maybe doing a series on how you get your beard like yours. Maybe it's like a 30-day beard treatment. I don't know if that makes sense, but in my head it does. I would actually be really curious, and I think that could be a great way for you to create kind of hub-based content. Just haven't gotten around to the trailer, that's fine. I actually think that if you did, like, grow your beard like mine in 30 days, that would fit for the 30-day reviews. Obviously, it might take longer than 30 days, but I think it would be a great opportunity for a little bit more personality-based content, which I know you have a lot of personality in your content. But what I mean is I think it'd be a great way for people to get to know you. I think you have one of the best, beards and mustaches on YouTube, and I would love to see it, and there's so many ways you could break it down. You could feature products you've used. You're like, hey, and if you want to see my full thoughts on it, I have a card on screen. It's so easy for you to have, you know, in, integrated content. And I think it'd be huge, especially when it comes to, reaching an audience. So I think that could go very well. I know you have amazing content, but just for the sake of looking, I want to see what has been performing historically for you. And we might see some shorts. I do know some of the stuff you've told me about is a little bit older, but we're starting to see some trimmers. We're starting to see some other stuff from the last times I'm looking. And some of, your content is starting to show up here, like this 6 mustache mistakes, right? So I think that stuff like that, focusing on mistakes or 6 ways to get a better mustache. I think that that's some stuff 2 years ago. You say how to apply strong hold mustache wax. I think again, going back to including yourself just a little bit more, but including the reviews, it's very rare when we get to see someone showing their process. It could be a video, it could be a series, but I'd be really into seeing that just for a little bit more. And maybe that's just me being selfish. Here at 30-day reviews, we go beyond unboxings. Love that. Amazing description here. I like how you disclaim that anything you are an Amazon associate, that if people are supporting you through those reviews, they get it. Again, what I would say when it comes to, just some improvements, I would definitely have 30-day review favorites and maybe like 30-day reviews avoid, like beer or like items to items to buy, items to avoid. Again, a lot of people just want to know, okay, I want something quick, I want to know what to buy. Oh, here's what you recommend buying. Excellent. And of course, because you're curating that playlist, you can change it. So those would really be my ideas. I'm curious to how your new branding is going, how you're enjoying it. Maybe there's a way through like all the thumbnails to include that in the border. Although with a although with it on dark mode, it may not show, but especially on light mode, which I do know a lot of people use. It's actually a great question for those watching. Are you a team light mode or team dark mode? Let me know in those comments. But I actually think that'd be a really great way for you to kind of just quickly, show us your content. So just some ideas. And overall, thank you once again, 30-day reviews, for the opportunity to check out your channel. It's always a treat, always a blast. And I hope you take me up on that idea. Maybe I'm just being selfish and want to see how you do it. But I always appreciate stuff like that. So I do appreciate the opportunity to take a look at your channel. I see Dimmy is dark mode. Ike says, boo, light mode. So fair enough. The Cooking Cop and Babe, thank you so much for donating to the cause. I appreciate this so much. You will be added to the queue. And El Jefe, I know you said you don't want to. Do you want to donate maybe your review? That way we can see it that way. Get a little bit. Maybe there's someone in chat you want to support. So just an opportunity. So team light mode, we're getting a bit of both. I see from 30-day reviews. Thanks, sir. Yeah, it's hard to do videos like that for me, but it is an idea, and thanks for checking out. Yeah. So El Jefe says dealer's choice. So not sure if that's a specific YouTube channel or you're telling me I can pick someone. So just a little bit of clarity. Maybe I missed someone. I don't think I did. Because next I have, we have Owen, then it's Boss Lady, then we have Ike, and then we have Betty. Oh, we have JB. JB, did you actually let me know? Oh, me pick. Got it. Will do. Just you never know with these days with the channels, gotta be careful. So absolutely will do. So with that, I just need to know, JB, what is your channel of choice? I'm just making sure I'm going through the list. I see Betty is next, followed by El Jefe, and then I see we have the cooking cop and babe, and then my choice. So that'll be fun. So let's keep going. So next we have Owen, who says light mode because TubeBuddy. Well, TubeBuddy should be supporting it, and if it isn't, that's on them. I know I made a whole video on that when I was there, but I'm in dark mode. But if you're waiting on TubeBuddy, I do prefer dark mode. Oh, and it is amazing to get a chance to look at your channel. You know, I first off, video editing YouTube tips. I immediately know, Owen, what I can expect video editing, and I love that you include what you're editing on. So if I'm wondering, I immediately know just through the banner. You follow it up by joining the Discord, which is smart because if you join the Discord, you have a great opportunity to get to know Owen at a different level. You have how to start a YouTube channel, how to edit videos in 2021, how to use Filmora. I would actually almost combine some of these channel keywords, how to edit YouTube videos, how to edit YouTube videos with Filmora, how to edit videos. There's a lot you can do with these 3 different editors. And I think that that gives you a great opportunity for that. So, yeah. Ike is asking, what would a channel about Dealer's Choice be about? Honestly, I think a channel about how to play card games with Dealer's Choice would be a really good channel. So just want to make sure that we are doing that. All right. I see that Kate says Dealer's Choice would be a great name for a channel somewhere, though. Absolutely. That's why you got to be careful. I see K Elastic TV is here. Great to see you as well. We are taking a look at Owen's channel. Could you link Owen's channel in the description? And so, not the description, but in the chat. But I like how we start with uploads. I always recommend Owen Salisbury recent uploads. The reason I do this is, again, if YouTube is to recommend your content, which is ideally what we want, I found that ever since doing that, that playlist, whenever someone searches up my name, shows up high. It also, when people are looking for content, because you've watched kind of content, since YouTube definitely is showing us more in analytics, it makes it easier. So again, I would replace the uploads and popular uploads with, your name, uploads and popular uploads, again, making it a little bit more shareable. Getting started with Filmora X, I think this is fine. I'd be curious on how this is doing in playlist ranking and search, as well as I think, when it comes to YouTube suggesting it, I think with the videos you have here, especially in the way I'm seeing them, could do very well. I see you have YouTube tips and tricks, always good to have here as well. Your thumbnails are really solid, but I think you know that already. And according to Marcus, I found 2 channels with that name. Probably there are more. I'm assuming Dealer's Choice. And then product reviews. So I like how you're laying it out. I would actually like to see these other, the other softwares you have listed here as some playlists. Maybe you're still working on that, Owen. You'll know more than me. Thank you so much, El Jefe. I got to get back to work. Have a great stream. Stand with Ukraine. Absolutely. El Jefe, it was great to see you. We should catch up. So I want to look at your most popular videos. I think I saw one there with 38K. I think it was a Filmora. So add music to Filmora. I love that a lot. Adding music is one of those things a lot of people want to know how to do. It is a very important part of video editing. So you talked about how to add music. And so one thing I would say is how to edit to music could be a great follow-up in another video you can do on all 3 of those editors. Another thing you can do is when it comes to, music or other things, it's like how to pick music for your videos. And you could talk, about how you find music. There's so much you can do there. And I think that'd be huge. Thank you so much, 30 days reviews. Good luck on editing. I appreciate trying to check in now and then for the Russian ruble donation. It is quite interesting to watch. I hope that, the world can find peace very soon. I appreciate your comments all the same. So, one thing I will say is when I look here, the channel you have You're doing really well considering. I would just say I hope you have some more content planned. I think the last one I see, at least publicly, is 5 months ago. So if you're looking to keep this channel more active, I know you're doing a lot. I would just say, look at the adding music, thinking about ways to edit to music. There are ways you can earn money through affiliate programs. There's so much you could do there. Struggling with I would say, Owen, hi, I'm Owen Salisbury. And are you struggling with your video editings? Looking at your screen and just feel lost? You're in the right place. Once again, I think it is a simple change that helps with the SEO, helps you do very well there, and overall is simple to change. I would just like to see a channel trailer. Maybe it is, a video that just talks about the different editing softwares. Maybe you can explain, make a video on all three, put that there since that's what you're showing in the banner. Obviously, if your banner is a little out of date, I don't know. But if you want to change it, that absolutely is a way you could do it. And I think that you have an amazing channel. I like the color blue. I think, you have a very well lit you know, thumbnail and background strategy. You look really good. I see more is on the way. So I absolutely, would start from what is working. Look at your popular uploads, find ways. Maybe it's how to cut, literally the second one is how to cut and trim videos, how to add music, combine those two ideas, how to edit to music and Filmora. Obviously do some research. So I think that could do really well. I see from Kate's Adventures. Instead of my channel being reviewed, I would like you to share your thoughts on which dealer's choice channel is superior of the two. Oh man, I didn't see that one coming, but thank you so much, Kate, for helping raise money. I guess that is something I'll do in a bit. You never really know. But Owen, hopefully, uh, I'd like to see, 30 days says, I'd like to see, are you struggling with your channel, etc.? I'm Owen Salisbury. I'm here to help you with your channel. I think this is a really good idea. Just coming from, a way that you could do that. I'd love to see these changes. I think there's a lot that we could do, and I thank you, Owen. I would love to just, keep in touch. I saw you the other day on my LinkedIn. I appreciate the endorsement for YouTube. But yeah, other than that, let us go ahead and take a look if how we are doing for reviewing. Thank you so much, Kate, for the $20 that you have given to the cause. I will do that dealer's choice comparison uh pretty soon. So that was something I didn't expect. You never know. That's the beauty of live. You don't know what to expect. But another amazing thing is like when you're looking at stuff, you don't know the amazing people that will show, and there's so many people that are amazing in this community. So I just wanted to take that opportunity. It's Boss Lady Jones is up next, and I want to see an amazing channel. And right away, I am getting to see Boss Lady Jones. I'm assuming that is you right here. Makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and make this, gonna take this off the chat. I see that, Owen says, thank you so much. So much value there. I want to see you do well because so many people struggle with video editing. And I think, if you can mention if any of the stuff is free or stuff like that, it can do really well for you. So I think what you're trying to do on your channel is so amazing. So one thing I'm seeing in your channel keywords is lifestyle vlogs and family recipes. I think a simple change you can make is maybe right under here, just include those, make it super clear what people can expect. I also would add more channel keywords. Again, think of channel keywords as ways you want YouTube to think of your channel. So a great example could be it's Boss Lady Jones, or your channel name for anyone else out there watching should always be a channel keyword. Another one I would say is you have welcome video. I would say welcome to It's Boss Lady Jones. Again, if people type in your name, they at least can see this video show up in search results. Ultimately, that's what you want to happen. So I think that's very important. So the next thing I want to focus on is I like how you have shorts. No excuses, all 2022. Smile. It takes more muscles to frown. Seems like we have some of the lifestyle slash maybe inspirational content here. I think this is very good, especially when it comes to people on mobile. I do say with the short shelf, keep in mind that if someone watches on desktop, which a lot of viewers, at least from my case, obviously check your analytics. Check if your viewers are coming to your channel through mobile or desktop more, and then maybe lay out your channel. And that goes to everyone watching. That isn't just advice to, Boss Lady Jones. So I know it is. It's Boss Lady Jones, but I feel like we are to the point where I can say Boss Lady Jones. I hope so. Next, I want to see what videos have done really well for you, so we could kind of maybe consider making more of those. Ooh, how to make Southern style baked mac and cheese. As someone who was raised in Mississippi, I'll tell you, Southern style mac and cheese hits completely different. Oh, now you've just made me hungry. And K-Lastic is in here as well. I'm just gonna get hungrier and hungrier as we go. But if you if you know my live streaming life, that tends to be it. Annie Dubé is an amazing content creator. I've had the opportunity to work with her at TubeBuddy. Really, really stand up person. Ike, it will change your life. That one for the best channel already, that Southern style mac and cheese. But Andrew knows me, I'll die if I eat it. We all do our best. Thank you, Chantel. I'm doing my best to try to go as in depth as I can. It's for an amazing cause. I know a lot of people love the channel review streams. If I can do it in a way that it can give back to an amazing cause and help people, I think that's something that I want to do. And the fact that we've raised, how much have we raised right now? I just want to take a quick look at how much we have raised for the people of Ukraine. Again, we started this with 92. So what are we at? 498. That means $406 for the people of Ukraine through this fundraiser. That's incredible, folks. Thank you. Thank you. It does mean a lot to me that we can come together and do something so amazing, so powerful to help people. And that's why I love YouTube. That's why I love this community. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. But you know what? From my heart to my arteries, let's look at some more cooking from it's Boss Lady Jones. I feel like I have had better segues than that, but I'm seeing that a lot of it is around cooking and stuff like that. You're talking about, your weight loss journey. You're talking about dieting, DIY products. Again, a lot of lifestyle and health. I'd be curious if you have playlists that feed into those. So I see Let's Get It Done, cooking video, Let's Cook, weight loss journey. Again, when it comes to these playlists, just like titles and descriptions, and this goes for everyone, think about ways people would search or could find these things, or how YouTube could make it easy for them to recommend it. So again, the more you give to YouTube, the more you give to people, the easier it is for those two things to kind of come together. And I think right here that when you do these things right and you do them very successfully, that it is a great opportunity for success. And so I'm seeing here, you have your cooking videos, you have hair and beauty. I want more in terms of how you're describing them, what they're really focusing on, because that's how YouTube is looking at them. And I think that's a really good way. I see from Kate's Adventures, Kate says, it gives me Fly Lady vibes. Fly standing for finally loving yourself, about self care, and working towards personal goals. I think that's a really good read of that channel. And I've also never heard Fly in that way, but I love the finally loving yourself. That's actually, I learned just as much looking at other channels. And a lot of times you can learn a lot from another channel, because sometimes when I'm watching reviews, I'm like, oh, something I'm not even thinking of. And again, one of my favorite quotes comes from Michelangelo. I'm still learning, and I think we all are. So I see it's Boss Lady Jones. Hey, y'all. I'm Boss Lady. One word. Love how you put it right there. I'm a young woman on a journey to improve my life in every area and be the best me. I'm a wife, mother, and small business owner. Although I'm younger, I've experienced life and know a little bit about a lot. You did make me laugh out loud. So if you like the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. I noticed those rhymes, those bars, and join the family. You can expect a little bit of this and a little bit of that from me. Again, I love the playfulness. I would love a little bit more description. And again, because YouTube looks at that in how to recommend your channel. So again, you can still have those bars, have those vibes, but play around with it. So I love that a lot. And yeah, it's Boss Lady Jones agrees, loves the description. So I just I think that you have a really strong channel. I love what I'm seeing here. I would love more playlists featured. Again, kind of some of the advice that we have seen for some of the other people as well. I'd love to see more channel keywords. Those are some things you can immediately do while watching this, taking inspiration from other reviewers. And overall, I think your channel is really good. Again, I'd also maybe consider adding some of those keywords here. If you like that FLY acronym, I would put finally loving yourself. I love that as well. So you know what? I think that that's very good. Thank you so much for donating to the cause and helping out and spending time with us here today. It's Boss Lady Jones. I hope you stick around, but I also think you have a really good channel. Hopefully some of those changes make sense for you, and thank you so much for the opportunity to even take a look. Like, I'm very lucky that I get to look at so many amazing YouTube channels, help people, and that's why I really love doing. So next, we have someone who recently posted a viewer milestone in our Discord server. It is Ike. I see from It's Boss Lady Jones. Thanks a million for the advice. I've taken notes and will definitely implement them. Well, thank you. And this live stream will be up. The replayers are always there. So if you want to see it and take some of those, moments to like look at it, I definitely recommend doing that. You can watch back along. So thank you. Also, as we are going, I want to check, have we have gotten a $5 donation to Klastic TV. Thank you so much, Klastic. I I have to tell you. So if you're unaware, I oh man, I am going to be making a Jamaican breakfast pretty soon on live stream because I put a challenge to my community that if we hit a goal, that I would make one recipe from Klastic because I always end up reviewing Klastic. Klastic is an amazing person. Or Klastic, and I always in my head say Kayla stick, but it's Klastic, I believe. But I'm going to be cooking, and that's going to be a fun stream. I'm going to be cooking while answering your YouTube-based questions. So that's going to be fun. It is a Jamaican breakfast. I have never made a Jamaican breakfast, but there's always a new opportunity to try something new. And you know what? If Klastic TV can, I can too. Am I right? So, yeah, with that, we're going to take a look at our very own Ike's Alternative. Ike's Alternative anime reactions every week, probably. I think Ike does an amazing job here. We get to know exactly what Ike is doing, anime reactions every week. You get a little bit of that humor with that, probably. Ike hits it out of the park. I also like how you're reacting in your profile picture, Ike. So, yeah. Remember to put your oil in your pan, then you pass in my eyes, Andrew, when it comes to cooking. Oh, we'll see. When I burned down my house, I think that's when I made the food correctly. So I like how Ike right away starts in a different kind of idea. Anime reactions, but we get playlists, right? So you can kind of see what you might be interested in if you're big into anime. And you get the different kinds. This is a different style of approach. I would say for this section, when you're featuring multiple playlists, a couple of things to keep in mind is that YouTube isn't as likely to recommend it out, which is usually why I recommend single playlists. Excuse me. But if you're thinking of that viewer experience, this is a really great opportunity for you to get a lot of your content playlist in front of people. And again, you're giving a viewer choice. And so I always say if you can give choice to the viewer, that is something that's super cool. And so that is something I really like and enjoy. And I always appreciate it when it comes to things like that. I apparently got hit by I just got a message on my watch. Sorry about that. Apparently, my donation may not have gone through because yeah, did it not go through? Huh. Or did it just go through? Because it just jumped by you gotta love you gotta love that. Okay, so this is a great question. So quickly, I want to answer that and not give you screenception. You can put multiple playlists in a option on your channel page, but not in general. If you go to your channel page, you go to the customize section, I can actually show you. Here, you can do this. So why don't I show that as we are here together? So I will take us to my YouTube channel page. And while I'm setting this up, thank you all so much for sharing and making sure that you have shared this out. So let's go ahead and I'll quickly show how you can do what exactly Ike has done. So on your channel, you can go to customize channel here and you can customize your channel to your liking. I'll zoom in just a bit for everyone. So add a section, select multiple playlists, and it will let you select multiple playlists. Again, this only is featured on your YouTube channel. It is not going to be shown anywhere else, but that is definitely an option that Ike is doing really well in Ike's Alternative here. So I'm going to leave because I don't want to do that, but that's just, again, another way you can do it. I then see, these playlists displayed here. Ike has amazing descriptions for them, very funny, very searchable, is what you want to idea. You also can see Ike's other channel, just in case people want to do the work and scroll down there. Ike is explaining a little bit of their, work, their reasoning. I'm using multiple playlists since I have other reactions from my main channel, and that's a great idea. So you can include content from multiple channels too. Looking at Ike's About, Ike's alternative to anime reaction videos. This is where all my non-Yuri videos lay to die, and hopefully it's figuratively and not literally. Again, you get an idea of the schedule, you get an idea of things here. Keep in mind, not a lot of people make sense to go the About, but YouTube 100% of the time looks at the About page. I think this is really good. My only real bit of feedback would be maybe you just make a popular videos thing so you can focus on that. And of course, I know you're doing animes, so right now you probably know this better than I do, but take a look at what animes are doing well, see what people are searching for with those similar animes and see if there's a way that, you can kind of do that for yourself in terms of finding other animes. And yeah, I think that'd be really great. Ike has an amazing channel. Ike, thank you for helping me co-run the Can Do creator community, which is our community that we have here. So I always appreciate an opportunity, and Ike, thank you. Now I know JB is next, and I believe, yes, I see here the Code Fellowship YouTube channel is the one that you would like me to take a look at. I asked because I know you have multiple channels, and so I just wanted to be sure that I'm looking at the right one, that I'm not, taking the thing here. So who is next is Code Fellowship. You are in the queue. The Cooking Cop and Babe. So we have Code Fellowship, we have Betty, and then we have the Cooking Cop and Babe. And then we have my choice, which is Dealer's Choice. Thanks to El Jefe for donating. And so with that, let us go ahead and take a look at JB. So JB's channel, Code Fellowship, hosted by JB and Zach. I know that, it's Code Fellowship. It looks to be a conversation, a podcast, and if I'm unaware, again, maybe you can have a little bit more, and maybe this is a humor with the microphone, is this is you adding the mic. Obviously, one thing I would say is you could have more fun with the code. Maybe you could code in a schedule, for the people that get it, that'd be really funny. You have space here, you also have space here. So I really utilize all of the space you have. One thing that you have told me, which I'm aware of, you are a man of faith. I think that, there are great ways that you can talk about both in terms of your passion of your religion as well as people's passion for coding. And I think, this is a great way you're doing it here. Fellowship, if people are aware, is definitely a way. So I love that a lot. I also am curious to, a little bit more in terms of what you have on the homepage. You have breadcrumb of the week, you have the podcast. I'd just like to see maybe clips or moments that you really like or popular episodes. I know that this channel is relatively new though. Again, 2 months ago started. So again, the more you can give me, even if, the breadcrumb of the week is an amazing way to just simply, have as a channel trailer for those new people. 30-day reviews is correct. Anyone, if you want to get a review, donate any amount. If you give $1, you will get a review. So that is just something I'd recommend there. In terms of your about, Code Fellowship, love that, is a Christ-centered developer video podcast hosted by Joshua. I know I cannot roll R's. That is my fatal flaw. Burrios and Zachary Wright that focuses on topics like UI, UX, accessibility, front end dev, back end dev. All of these right here, you should have a playlist and or a video that fits this because I think that is so powerful. We have had a conversation recently, I think it's a really good just way that you can do it. And as you're making more content, keep those core values in mind. So all in all, I really like the channel. I just want to see more content on it. I think that, breadcrumb of the week, if you want to do that, have it as that channel trailer. Make sure that all of those things that you put in your about, all of these different things should be channel keywords as well. So yeah. So apparently, well, this is new. I'm getting the you can't donate to this country or region yet. Interesting. So is it because it's Ukraine or is it because you're in Australia? That is the question I have, Chantal. I don't know. Weird. So we're gonna not go there. That's my bit of advice for you, JB. Thank you so much for donating. It really does mean a lot. If you want me to take a look at another channel as well, I know that you donated 100. We've raised 507. My donation did finally go through. Thanks. Thanks, my card. Love that. It's like you're trying to give to charity. We don't recognize this charity, which is a little weird. This is where I love YouTube. It's weird because the giving platform is different because every country is different on donations. So I actually don't know if Australia is one of those countries that is not allowed to donate, which I don't know why they wouldn't be, but I also don't know the law of every country that's there. So it's one of those things where I don't really know. So I don't know. You would think that it shouldn't matter, but apparently it does. So with that, we are going to go ahead and take a look at the next person. I believe, if I am correct, the next person who has donated is Betty. Yes, it is. It is Betty. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at Betty's YouTube channel? So before we look at Betty, according to this, Australia isn't on the list, and apparently I need to check my Discord DMs. I can handle that a little later, Chantel, but it's kind of hard right now. Correct. That is correct. The Cooking Cop and Babe. That should be it. So why don't we first take a look at Betty? So, Miss Betty Trevino, Miss Betty Fitness. So, right here we see Betty Trevino. We see some fitness. We see some bits of information. I cannot read Spanish, so I do apologize. I love how we can see you and your family. We see your website. We can see some keywords that are here. Really good keywords when it comes down to everything here. Total lifetime views, all that. Immediately, the first thing we see is a playlist that has really good SEO in terms of what I can understand. And then what I see here is, you're keeping to the fitness thing. I think fitness is so important. I love just the little preview I'm seeing here of you doing the fitness stuff. How to download your workout calendar is so important, especially for 2022. You're talking about those calendars. A lot of people in the new year they go into fitness, so I think that's really great. I'm seeing everything that you have here. You have workouts from home, is what I'm believing this is conmigo, so with me. So overall, I love how you're really focusing on fitness. I'm loving the thumbnails, really enticing to me. I'm curious how they're performing though for your subscribers. So, Marcus, thank you so much. You donated for Chantel because she can't. Thank you so much. And Chantel, I don't know why it's not letting you donate, but that is incredible, Marcus. Chantel, if you want me to take a look at your channel, I absolutely can. We've talked pretty recently though, but I do appreciate that so much. So, the next thing I see something from 30-day reviews. The next thing I will say is, let's take a look at video wise what's really been, performing well, and is there a way? So we have a smash cake without sugar and a healthier, what is it? Come on. Hover. A healthier alternative for frosting at home. So it seems like a lot of the diet stuff is some of your most popular, as well as the calendars. So I would wonder if maybe, and this is just an idea for you, is that you could combine the calendar and maybe like a cooking and fitness thing together. Maybe it's already, but maybe you can make a PDF about healthy recipes and you could like lay it out through the calendar, just some ideas. But I mean, I personally am a huge proprietor of fitness. I think it is so important. As someone who used to be 300 pounds and is down to about 220, I always find it very important to talk about fitness. And so when it comes to that, diet is such a huge part. So I think there's certain ways you can do it there. I like how you say hello and welcome to my channel, Miss Betty Fitness. I'm Betty, fitness instructor and I can never pronounce this word. Kinesiology major mom. I know the word. So Betty says that is such a good idea. Would love the input on thumbnails and banner overall. On the banner, I actually would like to see you a little bit bigger because right now on mobile, I'm just a little curious on how that will look. So I think that if you have that there, that can go really well. I also think that it's important when it comes to, if you I'm a little confused between your about and your homepage because I don't know, like, is it like, are the videos in both English and Spanish? Or there subtitles or captions? This is just me watching. I would say that I think that the thumbnails are pretty good, but I'm curious to how your audience is responding to them. I think that this thumbnail is probably my favorite because it's very clear, you're interacting with it. I would almost only change it to you looking at the camera and maybe seeing how that would do. I think the ones with you working out in them, like these look really good, but I prefer you a little bit larger. That's just a personal preference though. Of course, check how your impressions are and what the click-through rate is. Because if you're getting good impressions, but your click-through rate is low, that could be a sign that the thumbnails aren't connecting in the ways that they maybe should. So this comes from Betty as well. It is all in Spanish, but sometimes I translate and I see performances go up. So I would keep in mind that as someone who doesn't speak Spanish, that you can definitely do both. Maybe try, if you're seeing that when you translate, it goes up, maybe consider seeing where those viewers are coming from and checking your audience that way. I would definitely, keep doing what you're the most happy with. I think that both markets, both Spanish and English, are huge. So just some food for thought. Overall, Betty, I think you have such an incredible challenge, like channel, not challenge, but I think what you're doing is really amazing. And I really like that in terms of fitness, you're just like breaking it down in a way that is easy. And I think a calendar, especially as someone who was going through that journey, definitely needed a calendar at some point. Obviously, I think a lot of people who are going there. So thank you so much for the input. I'm on mat leave, and this is so helpful. Well, one, I wish you all the best of luck on maternity leave. I think that maternity leave is important for people, as well as congratulations. I need water. So as we go through, going to the next person is the cooking and the cooking cop and babe. So I see Marcus. I see Phil has donated 100. Phil, thank you so much. You are, if you are unaware of Peace Stark, that is Phil, the one of the creators of TubeBuddy and the ex CEO. Amazing person, Phil. Thank you so much. So in total, right, we started this stream when we were at, we were at 92. We were at 629. So if someone could do the math, oh man. So Phil really he is like a spark in the night. He comes, he goes, but overall is an amazing person. We love Phil. So just wanted to shout outs to Phil. Really do appreciate everything he is doing and has done. Phil, thank you so much. But thank you all for watching and supporting. We are not done. We are still have some channels to look at. I have to compare 2 channels for Kate's request. But if you are just joining us, wanted to reset, we are raising money to the people of Ukraine. If you donate even $1, you will get a donation. You will get a channel review. You will give a donation, but you will also get a channel review. Phil, correcting Ike, Phil is still here. Phil, thank you so much for joining and watching. So what I am going to be doing really quick is going to the back end and seeing if I can see everyone who's donated. I think YouTube actually can show us really quickly how much we've given. Does it do it when we're live? So, all right, total amount we have earned is 537.76 for the people of Ukraine. That is incredible. Will it show me? It does not show me who has donated until I go on the other page, but thank you. This has now become the largest charity or event we've done on the channel. The last one was for Team C's. So I just wanted to take that opportunity, that moment, to just really appreciate everything when it comes to just kind of where we are. I think that when it comes to, earning money and helping people, it's so important that we take time to use the platforms we have to give back to others. So that's what I try to do, and I appreciate all of you for joining us here. I know I feel so bad. I've made the cooking cop and babe wait, but do not worry. We we are going to be doing that. Well, JB, thank you so much. If you would like to join me on a stream, I would love to have you. And I got to get a lot of streams done. I have a lot of people I'd like to stream with, but all in time. So that is something that I am focusing on now. So now, without further ado, I have made the poor cooking cop and babe wait long enough. Let's take a look at their channel. So, the cooking cop and babe. LOL. Thank you so much for understanding. Thank you so much for, being really cool about it. I am very excited. You're going to make me hungry. I am a lover of barbecue. So right off the bat, how dare you? But jokes aside, let's take a look. The cooking cop and babe, cooking barbecue travel adventures. So I love how the handcuffs represent, I'm assuming, the cooking cop. I like the grill. I like the thumbnail images of you two. I see it again here very clearly. I know the cooking cop, babe. The only thing I will say is, when can I expect content? Is it weekly? Is it monthly? When is this barbecue and when can I go? So that said, I like how, you're talking, and when I look at channel keywords, I see recipes for dinner, easy weekend or weeknight recipes, how to barbecue on a charcoal grill, Weber kettle grill. I would keep these ideas and these things here: live cooking show, griddle cooking, flat top griddle outdoor cooking. All of those are great. They tell me a lot. Griddle recipes, cooking channel, the cooking cop. I would actually keep the name all in one, just so you have it. I like how the first one we have here is making me immediately hungry, which is how to smoke a chuck roast on a pit barrel cooker. So right away, I like how you're starting off with the recipe. You're really kind of, hitting me from the ground running with cooking and barbecue, really hitting that. The next thing I see is shorts. Again, keep in mind where are a lot of your views on your channel coming from. If they're not coming from mobile, maybe don't lead with shorts, but every channel is different. So I always say check that too. I'm also hungry because I'm seeing smoked chicken drumsticks, and that looks amazing. I'm sure you're an incredible cook, but how dare you? You're making me so hungry in a live stream. I have a lot of cooking channels, and boy, you are all going to be very disappointed when I make a Jamaican breakfast because I cannot cook. Well, not well. Anyone can cook if you know where that's from. Uh, Hats off to you. I love how you start with easy barbecue recipes, though. I think that is incredible. It gets me, if I'm brand new to the channel, easy, something I know. Maybe, and again, I would love to see what are your favorite recipes. That I would love to see. Maybe we lead with the Cooking Cop and Babe favorite recipes. Then you have easy barbecue. Then you have home cooking recipes and ideas. So I like these. I would just say for the channel, especially, that is something you could do. There will be some better there better be some barbecue laws as well. Worst thing is to get hungry on stream. Absolutely. Let me know out of all of these different these different meals you're seeing. Um, I would try them all to be quite honest with you. So if your goal for this was to make me incredibly hungry, the cooking cop and babe, um, I will have to say you absolutely have hit that. I do like restaurant and food reviews. I'm wondering if you've ever reviewed Dickie's Barbecue Pit because that is definitely one when I was in my time in the South I'd see all the time. I've never been because I'm a smoke brisket kind of man. There are other places that I would go to, but I'm always curious. I also see that your travel is down here. I think that makes sense. I think there's some ways that you can combine those two ideas. Like I would love to kind of see you guys travel and try like obviously when it's safe and all that. But I would love to see maybe like a hybrid, like the best barbecue traveling to try the best barbecue in Texas. Is this the best barbecue here? I think there's so much you can do with travel and this idea. So I would really, really kind of explore on that. But I'm sure you guys have some ideas. Community tab, you're using it very well. See some content here. I'd also say for your content, try some polls. I don't see any here. I think what recipe would you like to see first or next? That can get you some great engagement. If you don't have a video planned or you need, some ideas, it's a great way to get your community involved. You can nod them in your video like, "Hey, this recipe came from you in the community tab." Like this message right now. This message is just to all of you who've been watching and donating to help the people of Ukraine. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to join us all, to be here to help, when the crisis happened and when everything is happening. One thing I wanted to do is find ways that I can give back, and this has become the number one like donation stream I've ever done. I've only done two, fair, but well, on this channel, I've done other donation streams, but I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has watched, to everyone who has donated, and I just really from the bottom of my heart. I will definitely say, I think I lost audio for a brief second. I'll definitely say this when it comes to what I'm seeing is that when it comes to this, my mic is checked. It should be back. Thank you for the call out. Ike is like, I thought we were having a moment of silence. No, apparently my mic decided not today. But what I was saying is, I think this description is really good. I was having, I would say maybe include some recipes you make just right here. All in all, I would say the Cooking Cop and Babe, this is a very good channel, and you're making me hungry by just the thumbnails. I would check how they're performing, but to me, I would click on these, but of course, always check with things like that. I would also maybe consider, like, to think like, look at some beginner things people need to know in barbecue. Like maybe top 5 beginner barbecue tips, or top 5 barbecue tips, or beginners of top 5 barbecue tips, top 5 things to avoid while barbecuing. Things like that can really do well, because as someone who loves barbecue, I don't actually, know that much when it comes to it. So that's something that, when I can get a place that lets me have a grill, I would love to do. But, California, sometimes it's great for a lot of things, but, barbecuing is kind of hard. But overall, my only recommendations is, like, maybe making some of your favorite recipes, making, just think of some of the ways you can target those beginners. I think you have really stellar playlists and descriptions. I think overall you have a great channel. I would just think of those things. Take a look at, like, what has performed well. We'll go to your most popular here, and consider, it seems like the short is done well. Maybe expand on this recipe or talk about another way there. I see that Kate would like to know barbecue horror stories. I think that could be just another bit of fun as well. And of course, try polls, get your audience involved. Say, what recipe do you want to see next, and give them choices. All in all, though, you have a great channel. Thank you so much for the opportunity, to take a look. And I really do appreciate this amazing chance. We are all here together doing some amazing stuff. Gonna be drinking water. So next is dealer's choice. But I'll be honest, have I is there anyone here I haven't reviewed yet who hasn't also donated? I don't think so. So that's a little hard, I guess. So I will ask chat, who do you think I should take a look at? This is for anyone on YouTube. Chat, come to a unanimous dissension. But next, I got to look up dealer's choice. So Chantel says, I love the look of US barbecue. In Aus, it's more meat or meat patty or sausage on the grill, and that's barbecue for Australia. Fair enough. K Elastic, you are in the queue because you've donated, but I was talking about, because El Jefe earlier donated one to, like, my choice, and I also know we have Kate's Adventures as well. So Kate, you are next, and then after that, we have, just making sure we're there. Hopefully, the Cooking Cop and Babe, though, this has helped you. I really enjoyed your channel, even though you made me very hungry, and I will never forgive you. Jokes aside, hopefully you understand my humor. I always try my best. Klastic TV is here. So, okay, Kate says their channel is hibernating just now. I know you asked for the dealer's choice, so that's what we're going to be doing on that. And then after Kate, I have Klastic. And then I believe there was a donation for Chantel. So, Chantel, if you want me to take a look at your channel, I absolutely could. Phil, do you want me to look at your channel? I just take a look at Phil's channel. But all right, now we're going to be taking a look at dealer's choice, which is I guess that's what we're doing. Dealer's choice. Um it's apparently more like, let me apparently there's a topic on YouTube around it. So this is a topic. But I'll go to filters and I will go ahead and go by channel. So dealer's choice, marine, dealer's choice. There's a lot of dealer's choice channels. One seems to be about cars. So best in business, we know our clients with cars. Phil says no. If he doesn't want it, then I say the choice is Phil's channel. Doesn't appear Phil would like it. But There's Dealer's Choice Marine and Dealer's Choice, just three close friends playing video games, having fun with each other. However, don't make assumptions. And then Dealer's Choice. All right, so I was asked by Kate. This is a very weird one. I'm just gonna go completely based on the descriptions here. I think I like the idea of three friends. I think that makes sense. This seems like an official like business channel, and the other one does as well. So out of that, I think I like the one with the three friends here. I think that's pretty fun and pretty cool. So that is my choice, and I'm sticking with it. That was my dealer's choice, which I have to say is definitely an interesting thing. I didn't think that would happen. So yeah. Huh. Audio is fine. Interesting. Anyone else having any issues with my audio? Seeing some people reporting they can't. Just want to make sure. I'm impressed with the variety. Honestly, same. Who knew that a channel called Dealer's Choice has so many different choices? I mean, it is what it is. So I'm going to take this moment to thank all of you for sharing. I'm going on Twitter really quick, retweeting what I can, helping get the word out that I'm live now and that we are raising money. Right now, this has been our most successful, you know, review stream in terms of donations. So I actually think I would like to do more charity streams. Obviously, it's something that I really enjoy. I think that the community comes together for an amazing cause. It's something that I would like to consider. Of course, let me know if that's be something you guys would be interested in seeing more of. Things like this, coming together for a cause. I'm always trying to make sure the content matches what people expect. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. And I just wanted to say, yeah, it is officially the largest largest stream we've had in terms of earning money for a great cause. So thank you. Okay, audio is good. All right. Next we have is Kate Elastic, and then Chantel and Phil, but they both, well, at least Chantel has said the channel is new. So has much changed since the last time I took a look? Then would be my question. And this goes to K-Elastic, and apparently the audio is just out a little bit. All right. So, K-Elastic, the person who I will be watching cook and making my Jamaican breakfast with. So, love this with new weekly recipe videos. Love the food, high quality imagery. I would be careful on this with the white with the background once again. A simple black opacity background in a square form can do wonders. I like how your channel keywords, how to make rasta pasta, how to make shepherd's pie, one of my favorite. I see that you have recipes here. You don't really need the hashtag when it comes to these channel keywords, so I might just go back in and remove those. But all of the ones are solid. I see that you have some shorts here. Again, as I've been saying, is can we review Phil's Twitter? I mean, that's up to Phil. He donated. So looking here again, keep in mind when you feature shorts, are how many people are coming from mobile? Does that make sense? I would like to see the K-Lastic TV recent uploads. And again, I want to see more recipes. I think that's something I've told you a few times is just feature some more of these. Like you have all these playlists. If you don't know how, you have a customized button here. We showed it a little bit earlier in stream. I want to see more of those playlists featured up front. Now, if we go to the videos, and once again, Phil says I'll donate more to leave me alone. All right. Well, no more. All right. Understood. Phil doesn't want anything. I appreciate it though, Phil. Very much so. All right. Most popular. So, the secret of how to make the best turn cornmeal, how to make the best homemade lasagna. Actually, fun fact, me and Ike had a conversation about lasagna. Let me know in that chat because apparently this is a food review channel. Do you like lasagna? Yes or no? I do like how you have how to cook authentic Jamaican curry. I believe this is actually one of the choices I have. I think your thumbnails look really good. In my opinion, I always say check how they are performing. I do like how you have like maybe you can keep the idea of secrets, like 5 secrets to cooking better. And I think that could do very well. I think, you can say I use this secret in that's how, we get there. Kate says that's not how we get to 1K. You know, I would love to get to the 1K, but that was not my goal. My goal was honestly, I'm just surprised we've donated so much money. Like $500 is quite a lot in terms of like donating, especially for this channel. So thank you. This has become our number one stream in terms of charity donation. So it means a lot. Now, I do like how colorful your thumbnails are. Again, they always make me hungry. I might need to put a new rule. No food channels when I'm hungry. Ike says, I've never had good lasagna. In terms of the playlist, again, want to see them featured. Hi, dear. Thanks for visiting. Love that you put your channel here. Really good. Description is so much better. I am self-taught with no culinary training. I also love experimenting with new ideas. What can you expect from K-Elastic TV? Is new weekly recipe videos. That is what I am talking about. That is so improved. So much better. Absolutely love seeing it. Man, you're really doing great. And it's always awesome to see your channel again. Just some more playlist, maybe a featured video. But all in all, that your channel is looking really tight here, K-Elastic. It is. I'm very proud of you. Also, I'm very terrified to make make to cook a Jamaican breakfast. Not just because it's Jamaican breakfast. I'm just terrified to cook, and maybe that'll be my 2022 goal to be better at cooking. And if I do that, who knows what could happen. So, all in all, thank you so much once again for the opportunity. How do you know it's bad lasagna? Maybe you ate the best and you just don't like lasagna. That's true. Although that would be very surprising. Ooh. So with that and with everything, I'm checking chat, making sure I have not missed anyone. And Chantal, you're the final one. Do you want me to review your channel or how would you like to handle that? Please let me know in the comments as we go here. DM'd you really quick on Discord. All in all, things are looking really good. So, what are the roots of the Jamaican? I feel like I'm missing a backstory. All right, I guess while we are waiting for Chantel's answer, I asked, would that be? I wanted to try some different things on live streaming. I always am a proponent of trying stuff that's new. I wanted to talk about some YouTube Q&A stuff and like just digital media content creation. And I said, you know, I also do a lot of food reviews, channel reviews anyway. And so I was like, why don't I combine the two? Me trying to do YouTube like questions and answers while cooking, because that'd be a challenge for me. And so I think that is what was the crux of it. And so with that, I put a poll. I said, do you want me to cook while doing it? I put a poll on the channel, practicing what I preach of using community tab. And yeah, so Jamaican breakfast won. That is going to be the next stream where I terribly try to cook. And maybe I should just, give myself more credit. I actually need to go to the store, but thankfully, if you do watch K-Elastic, you'll know that a lot of the ingredients needed are in the descriptions, which is very helpful. How am I verified on YouTube? Have a video on it on the channel. Next, we are going to take a look. Chantal said to take a look at the new channels. Scarily. Yes, please. All right. So, I don't know why that is scarily. I think your new channel is honestly pretty cool. I saw a couple of your videos the other day and shared it out when I saw them. So with that, let's us get started. I know you were new and you're still getting your footing on it, but in terms of, when it comes to looking at the channel, one thing I always say is that you always want to focus on making sure that when you're making content, I know you know this, and then I realize you guys can't see my screen, so hold on. 1 second. Alrighty. I love how you have in and outs of live streaming. I like how you have your name. I think the background actually looks like live recording to me, but I mean, the idea is live streaming. I think it's pretty close there. You know, you have a channel trailer. So right here. Welcome to the ins and outs of live streaming. I think again fits immediately with what you have here. I like how you have create a YouTube channel. I think that's super important when it comes time to creating the content. I like how you say, check out my channel reviews with Doug Houston. Again, you're helping people know where else you are, especially on a new channel that, you know, isn't as developed as your other channel. It's really good to have ways people can find you. And also because you're associating yourself with these channels, that can also help YouTube know, hey, this is people I want to be associated with. I also appreciate that right here. I am in the guest appearances and collaborations. That was a very fun live stream. So with that, the next thing we have is software for live streaming. You talk about, you know, a lot of these things. You have tools and hardware for live streaming. Once again, thank you so much for featuring my own videos there. I love all this is. I think that you're doing a really good job. And obviously, as you build out the channel, I think it's super important that you also try making videos in a similar light. You know, if you want and you're passionate about it, obviously don't rip them off. But I think it's important, and I think you know this, that your spin is so valuable. And I think you've spun amazing fabrics on okay, that may not have been my best one, but you got to admit I tried. So I mean, I know you know how to make good videos. So all I want at this point is just to see you build that out. Another thing I will say is instead of I'm here, you say, hi, Hill's here. I want to help you take the stress out of live streaming. Again, the power of you, the power of understanding and stuff like that. So that is all on when it comes here. So I see that Mustafa is still asking. Ike has linked the video. It explains how it was verified. Now, I will say, I think that your goal through it all the steps to create streamlined routines to go live is no longer a hurdle. I love that. I think that for a lot of people, YouTube video creation can feel a little bit like a hurdle. And so if you can help them really, get with that and help that be easier for people, that really does a lot of good for a lot of people who need it, especially in this area. So I think, as you build out the channel, just creating more content is going to be the biggest priority. And that's probably going to be what I would say there. Hi, I have playlists with a couple of other people's videos until I get to make my own, so viewers still have a good experience, and I get that. And so I think that it also helps YouTube know to associate you with that content too, so it kind of wins for both sides. So with that, that is going to be it. I mean, I just want to see more content, but I mean, the way you have it laid out is so smart. You're giving people an expectation of what they could have. So all in all, great job. Like it really is quite amazing. So I think with that, once again, we'll check. We have raised over $500 for Ukraine. It's become our largest, live stream when it comes to donation. And I just wanted to thank all of you for joining me here live. It has been an absolute pleasure to talk with you about YouTube and their channels, and of course, raising some money for an amazing cause. Remember, everyone, if you want to take action, you can do so. We have amazing opportunities here. I see that Rex, my channel, said that they want to donate, but they're poor and only have $2. There's no shame if you can. I understand. I've been broke. I've been down, but I also do free YouTube channel review streams and every now and then. So if that sounds like something you'd be look for it in the live stream title. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. Remember, I'm Andrew Can, and if I can, you can too. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care.